I liked the game Subliminal, and with that said, there are things to critique. The game being so polarizing, I feel it's only fair I give an honest review. What first made me really love this game so much is that first sequence when you're in your childhood basement. There are 3 doors. As you go through the house, there is this sequence that comes up where you have to shut 2 of the doors. Seeing the basement part now shrouded in darkness was genuinely terrifying, especially if you look closely. There is something in the shadows. The part that really got to me is before you can enter this water park through a picture, you can go back to that area, and like I said, there was 3 doors, right? And the 3rd one is up at the top, and you never get to access it in that previous sequence, but then it's creaked open. Go up and you can find some secrets in there, and that in itself was brilliant. Subliminal is a game based off liminal spaces, which are essentially places that feel familiar to you, but with kind of an eerie undertone. I will say right now, the narrator and the monster itself did not bother me in any way. I think what truly bothered people was the chase sequences as well as the puzzles. So excited going into this water park area because it did have that liminal space vibe. Graphics itself are very realistic to a very scary sense. There is this tree that you can press a button and it's supposed to speak, but it doesn't. All you hear is static. And if you look closely enough, the eyes stare at you once you do that. Seeing that was terrifying. Very quickly, we move on to these sort of like storage spaces, and it just didn't hit the same. You're taking me out of this liminal space sort of environment, atmosphere, and then you're putting me in this place that does not have an eerie vibe. It's just white walls. It's not very intimidating. And it was just completely jarring from the first initial experience. We have these very convoluted puzzles that is really difficult to navigate. And after some time, there is that chase sequence that was very trial and error, and that streamers, I would say, did not like. Say you want to keep the chase sequence as well as the puzzles, simplify it. Sometimes it can be as simple as writing your name on a fridge to open it. You had the puzzles right there, and instead we have these sort of light beaming puzzles to connect to open certain doors, but it takes you out of the atmosphere. Your strongest part, it takes you completely out of.